Hello, everyone. Welcome to Slow English Learning. My name is Sarah, and I am so happy you are here today. Today, we have a very special topic. We will talk about feelings and emotions. We will talk about why we care so much about things. This is an important topic because it helps us understand ourselves and other people better. So let's begin.
Hello, everyone. I'm John, and I'm here with Sarah today.
Hi, John. Thank you for being here with me.
Thank you for having me, Sarah. I'm excited about today's topic.
Me too. So, John, before we start, I want to tell our listeners something important.
What do you want to tell them, Sarah?
I want to say that learning English is a journey. It takes time, and that's completely okay.
That's right. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to try your best.
Exactly. And it's okay to make mistakes. Mistakes help us learn and grow.
Yes, every mistake is a lesson. Every mistake makes you better.
So, dear listeners, please don't worry if you don't understand everything today.
Just listen carefully. Listen to our voices. Try to understand the main ideas.
And remember, you can listen to this podcast many times as you need.
That's a great point, Sarah. Repetition is very important for learning.
Very important. Okay, John, shall we start talking about our topic?
Yes, let's begin. Sarah, can you explain what we mean by caring so much?
Of course. Caring so much means having strong feelings about something or someone.
So it's when something is very important to us?
Exactly. When we care about something, we think about it a lot. We feel emotions about it.
I see. Can you give an example, Sarah?
Sure. For example, you might care a lot about your family. You worry about them. You want them to be happy and healthy.
That's a perfect example. Family is something many people care deeply about.
Yes, or you might care a lot about your job or your studies or your friends.
Right. We all have things we care about, things that matter to us.
Exactly. And today we want to explore why we care so much. Why do these things matter to us?
That's a good question, Sarah. I think it's because these things connect to our hearts.
Yes, they connect to our hearts and our values. Our values are what we think is important in life.
So if I value family, I will care a lot about spending time with my parents and siblings.
Exactly right. Your values guide what you care about.
That makes sense. Sarah, let me ask you something personal.
Okay, go ahead.
What is something you care a lot about?
Let me think. I care a lot about helping people learn. That's why I love teaching English.
That's beautiful, Sarah. And I can see that you really do care. You speak so patiently and kindly.
Thank you, John. That means a lot to me. What about you? What do you care about?
I care a lot about honesty and truth. I always try to be honest with people.
That's wonderful. Honesty is a very important value.
Thank you. And you know what, Sarah? Sometimes caring so much can be difficult.
Oh, yes, that's very true. Can you explain what you mean?
Well, when we care deeply about something, we can also feel worried or stressed about it.
That's right. For example, if you care a lot about your job, you might worry about making mistakes at work.
Exactly. Or if you care about a friend, you might worry when they have problems.
Yes, caring can bring both happy feelings and worried feelings.
That's the interesting thing about caring, isn't it? It's not always simple.
No, it's not simple at all, but I think caring is still a good thing, even when it's difficult.
I agree with you, Sarah. Caring shows that we are human. It shows we have hearts.
That's beautiful, John. Caring makes us human and connects us to other people.
Now, Sarah, I have another question for our listeners to think about.
What's your question?
Why do some people care about what other people think of them?
Oh, that's a very important question. This is something many people struggle with.
Yes, many people worry a lot about other people's opinions.
That's true. And I think this is especially hard for people learning a new language.
Can you explain more, Sarah?
Of course. When you are learning English, you might feel nervous about speaking.
Because you're worried about making mistakes?
Exactly. You might think, what if people laugh at me? What if they think I sound silly?
I understand. So people care about what others think, and this makes them afraid to try.
Yes, exactly. And this is such a difficult situation because fear stops us from practicing.
But we need to practice to get better.
Exactly right. It's like a circle. We're afraid, so we don't practice. We don't practice, so we don't improve.
That's a problem. So how can people break this circle, Sarah?
That's a great question, John. I think the first step is understanding why we care so much about others' opinions.
Okay, so why do we care?
I think it's natural. As humans, we want to belong. We want people to accept us and like us.
So caring about others' opinions is actually a normal human feeling?
Yes, it's completely normal. We are social creatures. We need other people.
That makes sense. So we shouldn't feel bad about caring what others think?
Well, caring a little bit is okay, but caring too much can stop us from growing and learning.
I see. So we need to find a balance?
Exactly. We need balance. We can care a little, but not so much that we become afraid.
That's good advice, Sarah. But how do we actually do this? How do we care less about others' opinions?
That's the hard part. I think it starts with remembering why you are learning English.
What do you mean?
Well, you are learning English for yourself, right? Not for other people.
That's true. Most people learn English because they want to communicate or get a better job or travel.
Exactly. You have your own reasons, your own goals. These are more important than what strangers think.
So we should focus on our own goals, not on other people's judgments.
Yes. And remember, most people are too busy thinking about their own lives to judge you,
That's a good point. Most people aren't really paying that much attention to us.
right? We often think people are watching us and judging us, but usually they're not.
They're probably worried about their own problems and their own lives.
Exactly. Everyone is focused on themselves most of the time.
So we worry about nothing, basically.
In many cases, yes, we worry about things that aren't even happening.
Wow, that's interesting to think about. Sarah, can I share a personal story?
Of course, please share.
When I was learning to speak in public, I was so nervous. I thought everyone would laugh at me.
And what happened?
Well, I made mistakes. I stumbled over my words. I forgot what I wanted to say.
Oh no. And did people laugh at you?
Actually, no. Most people were very kind. Some even came to me later and said I did well.
Really? That's wonderful.
Yes, I realized that I was more worried than I needed to be. People were actually supportive.
That's such an important lesson, John. Thank you for sharing that story.
You're welcome. I hope it helps our listeners feel braver.
I'm sure it will. You know, John, I think many people care too much because they want to be perfect.
Oh, yes, perfectionism, that's a big problem.
Can you talk about this, John?
Sure, perfectionism means wanting everything to be perfect. No mistakes allowed.
And this is impossible, right?
Completely impossible. Nobody is perfect. Everyone makes mistakes.
But some people can't accept this. They think they must be perfect.
Yes, and this causes so much stress and worry.
It does. And for language learners, perfectionism is especially harmful
Why is that, Sarah?
because learning a language means making many mistakes. It's part of the process.
Right? You can't learn without making mistakes.
Exactly. Mistakes are your teachers. They show you what you need to practice more.
So if you try to be perfect, you'll never even start speaking.
That's right. You'll be too afraid. You'll just stay silent.
And staying silent means you don't practice, which means you don't improve.
Exactly. So perfectionism actually stops you from getting better.
That's ironic. People want to be perfect, but trying to be perfect stops them from improving.
Yes, it's a paradox, a contradiction.
So what should people do instead, Sarah?
They should accept that mistakes are okay. They should aim for progress, not perfection.
Progress, not perfection. I like that phrase.
Me too. Progress means moving forward, getting a little better each day.
And that's much more realistic than trying to be perfect.
Much more realistic and much healthier for your mind and heart.
I agree. Sarah, let's talk about another reason people care so much.
Okay, what reason do you want to discuss?
Sometimes people care so much because they compare themselves to others.
Oh, yes, comparison. This is such a common problem.
Can you explain it for our listeners?
Of course, comparison means looking at other people and measuring yourself against them.
Like saying, she speaks English better than me, or he has a better job than me.
Exactly. Those are examples of comparison
And why is comparison a problem?
because it usually makes us feel bad about ourselves. It steals our joy and confidence.
That's true. When I compare myself to others, I always feel like I'm not good enough.
Yes, comparison focuses on what you don't have instead of what you do have.
So it makes us ungrateful?
In a way, yes. It makes us forget our own strengths and achievements.
I never thought about it that way. So what should we do instead of comparing?
We should focus on our own journey, our own progress.
Compare ourselves to our past selves, not to other people?
Exactly. Ask yourself, am I better than I was last month, last year?
That's much healthier because then you can see your real progress.
Yes, and everyone's journey is different. We all start from different places.
Right, some people have more time to study, some people have better resources, some people learned some English as children.
Exactly. So comparing is not fair. Your journey is unique to you.
I love that. Your journey is unique to you. That's very encouraging.
Thank you, John. I really believe this. Each person is on their own special path.
And we should celebrate our own progress, not worry about other people's progress.
Yes, celebrate every small victory, every new word you learn, every sentence you speak.
That's beautiful advice, Sarah. Now let me ask you something else.
Sure, what would you like to ask?
Why do you think some people care too much about things they can't control?
Oh, that's another very important question.
I think many people worry about things they have no power to change.
That's true. This is a big source of stress for many people.
Can you give some examples?
Sure. For example, worrying about the weather. We can't control the weather, but some people worry about it a lot.
That's true. Or worrying about what happened in the past. We can't change the past.
Exactly. The past is finished. We can only learn from it and move forward.
So why do people waste energy worrying about these things?
I think it's because they want to feel in control. Life feels scary when we have no control.
So worrying gives them a sense of doing something?
Yes, exactly. Even though worrying doesn't actually help or change anything,
That's sad. People worry, but nothing changes.
it is sad. And it's also exhausting. Worrying takes a lot of mental energy.
So what's the solution, Sarah?
I think the solution is learning to accept what we cannot change.
Accept it, just let it be?
Yes, there's wisdom in knowing what you can control and what you can't.
Can you explain more?
Of course, you can control your own actions, your own effort, your own attitude,
Okay, those are things I can control.
right? But you can't control other people's opinions. You can't control the past. You can't control many things in life.
So I should focus my energy on what I can control?
Exactly. Focus on your actions, your choices, your responses to situations.
And let go of worrying about things I can't control?
Yes, let go, accept, focus on what's in your power.
That sounds peaceful, Sarah, but also difficult to do.
It is difficult. It takes practice. It's almost like a skill you have to develop.
A skill of accepting and letting go?
Yes, and this skill can make your life so much more peaceful and happy.
I believe that. Less worrying means more energy for actually living.
Exactly right. More energy for enjoying life and working toward your goals.
Sarah, I want to bring this back to our listeners who are learning English.
Good idea. Let's make this practical for them.
So, dear listeners, you might be worried about your English. You might care too much about speaking perfectly.
You might worry about what your teacher thinks, or what your classmates think, or what strangers think.
You might compare yourself to other students who seem to learn faster.
You might feel stressed and anxious every time you need to speak English.
But here's what we want you to understand.
All of these worries are normal. You are not alone in feeling this way.
Many people feel exactly the same way you do.
But these worries don't help you. They only make learning harder.
So what can you control? What can you do?
You can control how much you practice. You can control your attitude toward mistakes.
You can control whether you speak even when you're nervous.
You can control whether you give up or keep trying.
These are the things that matter. These are what will help you improve.
Yes, not other people's opinions, not comparing yourself to others, not trying to be perfect.
Just practice, just try, just keep going.
Every day, a little bit, that's all you need.
And be kind to yourself. Be patient with yourself.
Yes, treat yourself like you would treat a good friend who is learning something new.
You would encourage your friend, right? Not criticize them?
Exactly. So encourage yourself too. Be your own friend.
That's wonderful advice, Sarah. I think our listeners needed to hear this.
I hope so. Learning should be enjoyable, not stressful.
Yes, learning is an adventure, a journey of discovery.
Exactly. And caring too much about the wrong things makes the journey harder.
So care about your effort, care about your progress, care about enjoying the process.
But don't care so much about being perfect or about what others think.
Perfect. I think that's a great summary, Sarah.
Thank you. You know, John, I think we should give our listeners some practical tips.
Great idea. Let's give them some things they can actually do.
Okay, tip number 1, practice speaking every day, even if it's just for 5 minutes.
5 minutes is better than 0 minutes.
Exactly. Tip number 2, when you make a mistake, smile and correct yourself. Don't feel embarrassed.
Yes, mistakes are normal and helpful.
Tip number 3, remember why you are learning English. Write down your goals and read them when you feel discouraged.
That's excellent. Remembering your why gives you motivation.
Tip number 4, stop comparing yourself to others. Compare yourself to who you were last month.
Focus on your own journey.
Tip number 5, be kind to yourself. Use encouraging words when you talk to yourself.
Treat yourself like a friend.
And tip number 6, remember that most people are supportive. They want you to succeed.
People are usually kinder than we think they will be.
Yes, these tips can help you care about the right things and let go of the wrong things.
I hope our listeners will try these tips.
Me too. And remember, dear listeners, change takes time.
You won't stop caring what others think overnight. That's okay.
Just keep practicing these new ways of thinking. Little by little, it will get easier.
That's right. Be patient with yourself. Give yourself time.
You are doing something brave by learning English. You should be proud.
Very proud. Learning a new language is not easy.
No, it's not easy. But you are doing it. You are here listening, learning, trying.
That's amazing. That takes courage.
So much courage, and we are proud of you.
We really are. Keep going. Don't give up.
Your English will improve. Just keep practicing.
And remember, it's okay to make mistakes along the way.
Mistakes are part of learning. They are not failures.
Every mistake teaches you something new.
Exactly. So don't fear mistakes. Welcome.
Well, Sarah, I think we've covered a lot today.
We have. We talked about why we care so much about things.
We talked about caring what others think, perfectionism, and comparison.
We talked about worrying about things we can't control.
And we gave practical tips for focusing on what matters.
I hope our listeners found this helpful.
I think they did. This was a really important conversation.
Thank you for having this conversation with me, John.
Thank you for leading it so well, Sarah.
Now, before we finish, let's talk to our listeners one more time.
Good idea. Dear listeners, thank you for spending this time with us today.
We know your time is valuable, and we appreciate you choosing to learn with us.
We hope this podcast helped you understand yourself a little better.
And we hope it helped you feel braver about speaking English.
Remember, you don't need to be perfect. You just need to try.
Keep practicing every day, even if it's just a little bit.
And be kind to yourself. You are doing great.
If you enjoyed this podcast, please subscribe to our channel, Slow English Learning.
Yes, we create new episodes every week to help you improve your English.
We keep everything slow, simple, and easy to understand.
Perfect for beginners and anyone who wants to learn English in a relaxed way.
So please subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any episodes.
And share this podcast with your friends who are learning English too.
Learning together is more fun and more encouraging.
That's true. You can practice together and support each other.
Also, leave us a comment. Tell us what you think.
Tell us what topics you want to learn about.
We read all the comments and we love hearing from you.
Your feedback helps us create better content for you.
So please stay connected with us.
And keep practicing English every single day.
Even when it's hard, even when you feel discouraged,
Remember why you started. Remember your goals.
you can do this. We believe in you.
Every word you learn is progress. Every sentence you speak is an achievement.
So be proud of yourself. Celebrate your progress.
And don't care so much about what others think.
Care about your own growth, your own journey, your own improvement.
That's what really matters.
Okay, everyone, that's all for today.
Thank you so much for listening.
We will see you next time on Slow English Learning.
Until then, take care of yourselves.
Keep practicing
Keep believing in yourself.
and keep moving forward.
Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye.